Hey guys, it's absolutely gorgeous out. I should have come out a lot earlier. Today is my day that I'm having my nervous breakdown. Uh, Tomorrow I go to Sloan Kettering. Oh yes, I'm very nervous. I'm not really nervous about the tests themselves. I'm just nervous about the outcome of the tests. So we'll see. I have to really get it out of my head because it could absolutely drive me insane. I don't really know where I left off the other night. I think that I had made the phone calls and everything had gone through for Sloan Kettering. Pretty much after that is when I went there to meet Dr. Brown. Lovely, lovely person, very professional, kind, courteous. Met most of her staff. I was very, very nervous. Sat in the waiting room a length of time. That in itself was something that saddened me in a way. I happen to have been in the waiting room with a lot of patients there who were waiting for their chemotherapy. But to see their smiles and their positive outlook, it was great. Knowing what they're going through, getting ready to go for chemo. God knows how long some of them have been getting it. I don't know. But they looked happy. They looked like they adjusted to what was happening, and they had a positive outlook. Not knowing any of them personally or their stories, but it was nice to see in a way, and in another way it saddened me. How we all go about our daily life. We get up in the morning, we take some things for granted, and we don't even realize how many people out there have cancer, how many people out there have all kinds of illnesses, and they're fighting for their life every day. So being in Sloan Kettering was something different for me. Absolutely put your life in a different perspective. I was sitting there, a nervous wreck, tapping on the table, and right to my left a woman was sitting, an older woman, 70s maybe, and she kind of looked at me and smiled, and I'm sure she picked up on the fact that it was my first time there, and there she is smiling at me, almost that look of trying to make me feel better. Meanwhile, there she is sitting with a hat on her head and no hair, and kind of made me feel like, wow, look what she's been through, and she's giving me the look of, you'll be okay, dear. But I could read that in her eyes. That's when they called my name, and I went in, and that's when my nerves began. I'm thinking I'm gonna have a consultation with a doctor, And I get in an examining room and they say, okay, dear, get your clothes off. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to have to go through another exam. But I did. And Dr. Brown walked in. My insides were shaking. And she shook my hand. I believe she said something to the effect of, are you okay? And I said, oh no, not really. I told her, you're the last person I ever wanted to meet. She kind of smiled. She understood what I was trying to say. Nobody in this world wants to get acquainted with an oncologist. I sure don't. But she made me feel, let me just sit down a little. She made me feel good, very easy to talk to. Actually was talking about everything but what was going on, which helped me a lot. The woman who had taken my vitals before she came in had told me I had 118 heart rate. To me, that's a little fast. She asked me if I was okay, and I said, oh no, not really. And I'm thinking to myself, 118 heart rate. Oh boy, would I just fall right off this table right now? That'll be the end of everything. But it was scary. But this doctor actually made me walk out of there at that time with a positive outlook. I don't know what happened to me from the time I left that day till now, because I had a pretty positive outlook coming back from Sloan Kettering in the car. I was upbeat. I felt I can beat this. She feels I can beat this. So what has happened to me from that day till now? I think what it is you come home and it's like the hype wears down. You know what you were told. You have a positive doctor, but then as days progress and you're home and you're out of there and you're back to your daily routine, you start to forget and you start to think, and your mind just plays tricks on you all over again. And yes, probably if I could talk to her on a daily basis, I would probably be feeling a lot better, but it's hard. You try to hold on to that as long as you can. So hopefully tomorrow, maybe when I see some of them again and maybe talk to some of them again, maybe I'll get that rejuvenated feeling again that I'm going to be okay. I hope so. Then I will have to come home and sit another 2 weeks till the surgery, so that by then I could be up in one of these trees by then. I hope not. But I am absolutely going to ask them if there's anything they can do for me with my nerves. I will explain to them my eating issues, my weak issues. Yeah, because I don't want to have to come back home again and go back into this lull and this down depression. That's why I had considered staying on Long Island through all of this. I have family there, friends there, but I'll have to stick it out I have to do the best that I can. My eating has actually increased in the past 2 days. I'm getting an appetite back, which is amazing, but the problem is I'm in a lot of pain for some reason when I'm eating and digesting. I'm getting a lot of abdominal pain, and I don't know how that could be related unless my endometriosis has attached itself to my intestines and my bowel, and that is, it's a high percentage that can happen. So, hopefully, she will see that and be able to clear that up in the surgery as well. But that's pretty much what happened after that. I went there, I saw her. Oh boy, was I a wreck that day. And I had no qualms about telling her, I am a wreck, I am nervous, you make me nervous, you're the cancer doctor. I cried in front of her, and that is definitely not who I am. So, there's a lot of things coming out of me I have never seen before. So, but she made me feel good. Very, very optimistic doctor. I don't think it's her optimism that is my problem. I think what it is she's going by a biopsy that I had. She's going by a result I had from a doctor here. She has not gotten a full body scan of me, which will be tomorrow. So, in reality, her or myself do not know the extent of where this is. But from what she was given so far, if it is contained, she's very optimistic. So what I am praying for is it is contained. Because her words were to me, if it is contained in the uterine wall, I will cure you. If it has gone into the lymph nodes, I will take the nodes out, everything out, but you will need treatment, and I can still cure you. That's not my problem. It's, are we totally sure it has not gone past my lymph nodes? I don't know where else it could have gone. There's really not much down there that it can, you know. I guess I'm concerned about my bowel, my colon, but we'll see. I'm not gonna start diagnosing myself again, because I do this every day. I must tell my family, ask my family 30 times a day, am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna be okay? And, you know, my husband says, absolutely. In fact, earlier he said, they don't have a choice but to fix you. I said so. Oh, that's great. Why do I need the doctor? I have him. But that's the story. I think I'm talking 100 miles an hour today. This is how I get when I'm very, very nervous. And I ran out of cigarettes, so I actually may go out. I actually probably don't need the cigarettes, but today, yes, I need the cigarettes. But you can't get a more beautiful day than today. There's another cat on my property. I just noticed it's not my cat friend. This is a different one. I don't know. They're all over. Guys, I just wanted to touch base, and I'm not going to say thank you again, because I have a friend on Facebook who says, stop thanking us, so I won't do that. But that's the story. So, I'm off at 7 a.m. tomorrow for New York City. Uh, Laura will be there with access to the internet, and she will be letting you know what's going on through the day. There really won't be that much to tell because it's just pre-surgical stuff and an appointment with a pulmonary specialist. I have to get clearance from them for Dr. Brown to even operate. And then the test that I have dreaded for 2 weeks at 5 o'clock is my body scan. So, and you know I'm gonna beg the technician to tell me, and you know he's gonna tell me, I can't tell you, ma'am, and I'm gonna say it anyway 3 times. So, that's my story, and I will definitely be on tomorrow evening when I return to Pennsylvania. Ooh, my cat friend will not come over now because there's another cat friend on the property, so I think there's going to be a cat fight, and that's all I need right now. I'll be on tomorrow night, and I'll be able to tell you in my own words what happened yesterday, and I'll be able to film a little bit here and there. I'll try to even ask the lung doctor if she'll say a few things. I'll ask the radiation technician if he might want to, you know, say a few things. But I definitely will have at least, and I don't think she'd mind doing it because from what I've seen online, she's done this several times before. When surgery's ready, April 9th, Dr. Brown, I'm going to ask to speak directly into my little camera, explaining a doctor's point of view what exactly she's done, going to do, and what has happened with me. So that's about it, guys. Have a really good night. I'll be thinking of all of you tomorrow because you'll all be with me. I hope I have room in the car for all of you. And I'll be okay. I'm strong enough to get myself out of these moods, but I'll be fine. Touch base tomorrow night. I'll see you online later. And love you all. Thumbs up for me. Take care, guys.